All right, I haven't recorded in a long time. I've been having trouble finding the motivation to do that. It's like I've been really focused on a lot of things in my business, so it's been hard to get myself, or it's hard to come across things that I want to talk about. Is to be honest. So anyway, Happy New Year! I'm back. I'm trying to figure this shit out, and I'll see if I can get it more consistent this year. What I wanted to talk about today, since we're at the start of the new year, I kind of was thinking about this, and I've talked about this in the past that I have some trouble sleeping. A lot of times I'll wake up in the middle of the night, most nights actually, around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll find that my brain starts racing, and then I have trouble falling asleep. And I started thinking that it was mainly related to me not really handling the things that I think I'm supposed to be handling. So what I wanted to do was get myself back on track. Like I have generally pretty good habits, but like a lot of people, I tend to fall off sometimes. And sometimes it's with food, sometimes it's with my fitness, or things like the power list and stuff. So I kind of broke down, or I looked at a couple different programs that I've done before. Well, sorry, I didn't do that. I looked at Jocko's Reset. It's like a 30-day thing. It's a discipline equals freedom reset. And then I've done 75 hard before. And I got to thinking, like, what would I need to do to kind of like get on something and maintain that sort of for the rest of my life. And when I think about things like 75 hard, I think that program is amazing. But for me, it was like, where I struggled is like when I would finish 75 hard, it was pretty easy for me to fall back off track, which is kind of the problem that I wanted to solve. So even though 75 hard is part of the Live Hard program, which is a whole year program, it's like you do the 75 hard and then there's 3 phases and then there's predetermined gaps in between those phases, which kind of makes it so that you're supposed to hold yourself accountable. And I have no desire to really do, the whole 75 hard tasks for every day of my life. Like it's just not the way I really want to exist. I don't want to work out for an hour and a half a day. All these kind of things. So I was thinking about like, what do I want to do every day, and what do I need to do to stay on track every day? And so I broke down all the habits that I felt like were the most impactful for me and the things that changed my life the most, and sort of put it together in a program that I thought would be something that's transformational in terms of like building these solid habits that are going to move my life forward every day. And also something that I want to do every day and not, do like 75 days, I'll do 75 hard, and then I'll kind of like do some other shit. And then when I fall off track, I'll do 75 hard again. It's not really, I'm lacking the consistency. And something that Alex Hermosi said that got me thinking was, I don't remember what he was relating it to. I think it was like nutrition or something. And he said something along the lines of, if you're not going to do it if you don't want to do it for 10 years, why would you do it for 10 days or something along those lines? And that's what it got me thinking. It's like, what program would I want to have to where it's not like, I'm going to complete this thing and then hopefully I'll maintain good habits after it. Like what kind of program would I have to put together in order to have just the habits that I want to have forever and just do that every day and have it just sort of never end? And so I ended up kind of writing this thing up, and it's really simple. And a couple people at Machine are doing it, so I thought I would share it with you. I know this has been kind of a long-winded intro to this, but it's very simple, and I've probably talked about all of these habits before. So what it is it's basically made up of 4 things. It's reading, meditation, working out, it's 5 things. Or I don't know how many. Let's get into it. I don't have it in front of me. It's reading, meditation, exercise, following a diet, and the power list. So the way it works is it's 10 minutes of meditation, it's 10 pages of reading, it's 30 minutes of exercise, and it's following whatever kind of diet or nutrition that's going to get you where you want to be. And also something that you feel is sustainable, not like some crash diet where you want to lose like 30 pounds in a short amount of time or something crazy like that. Like, how would you want to eat for the rest of your life and, get in the health that you want to be in? So I already kind of eat like that. So mainly for this, it's 8 weeks long. So mainly for this 8 weeks, I'm just cutting out sort of the things that I kind of go overboard with. So like things like bread and sweets and shit like that. And so everything that I eat right now is like whole foods and, stuff like that. And I mainly drink water and coffee, and I don't really drink too much other stuff. So I'll kind of just break down why I chose these things. And also, if you're interested in looking at this, I'll give you the link right now. It's rebuild at graffitimachine.com. And that has everything on there. And then it also has like some information, some stuff that I'm going to talk about here. But that's rebuild at graffitimachine.com. So for me, meditation, I started doing that around 2010. And that was life-changing for me. And I've really fallen off track on doing that every day. I sort of fell into this kind of pattern of only doing it when I felt like I needed it. Like when I was trying to fall asleep or something like that, that's when I would do the meditation. So I decided I want to start making it a daily practice again. So 10 minutes every day. It's not that long, but I just want to develop that habit. And so I'll get into what to do after the 8 weeks if this is something you're interested in doing. But right now I'm more interested in developing the habit of doing it every day again. So that's why it's 10 minutes. And then for somebody that's new to it, that's a pretty easy entry point to get yourself on track, doing it 10 minutes. The 10 pages of reading, that's also another thing that drastically changed my life. Like all of these things, when I started doing these things regularly, it really changed the trajectory of my life. And so that's why I wanted to put it all together into one thing. So reading 10 pages of some kind of personal development. I read a lot of business books or something like that. The idea is that you read things that are going to move you forward, something that you feel like you need right now. So whether it's mindset or whatever that is. And, maybe I should go on the site and edit it with some book recommendations if I can get to that in time. I'm going to release this today, so who knows? But you're always welcome to reach out to me at Bus166 on Instagram, and I'm always down to give out recommendations. So the 10 pages of reading. So we've covered the meditation, the reading, then the exercise, 30 minutes of exercise. If you do that every single day, I mean, to me, that's enough, unless you want to be like a bodybuilder or you're, playing sports on a professional level or something like that. Like if you just want to be in good shape, you can totally accomplish that, I believe, in 30 minutes a day, and possibly even less, depending on the intensity. So some people may say, well, I don't want to work out every day. You don't have to. It's just 30 minutes of exercise every day. So let's say you want to work out really hard and do heavy lifting or something, and you do that 3 or 4 days a week, and then you can use the other days as like resting, recovery, walking, yoga, or some other shit, whatever it is. It's like the idea is like consistency, 30 minutes every day of doing something that gets your body, in better condition. So then the diet, I think I kind of covered that, but it's just mainly kind of getting ourselves to the point where we're just feeding ourselves better fuel. And, you have to understand, like, if you have health problems or mental health problems, that stuff could all, I'm not going to say it's going to fix it with food. It possibly would, but, eating bad food and all this kind of stuff, that's feeding your brain. I think the statistic that I read is something like your brain uses like 20% of all your calories or something crazy like that. So if you're eating like shit food, you're feeding your brain shit fuel. And obviously that's not good. And then your body obviously will feel much, much better if you're feeding it whole foods, eating vegetables and whatever it is that works for you. So then, I don't even know if I said this. It's the power list. I kind of should have had these bullet points in front of me. But anyway, one of the other items that you got to do every day is the power list. So on the website, it covers all of that shit and tells you sort of like what the power list is, how to do it, and all that stuff. So I'll go over it briefly. There's a lot of different variations of this same thing. There's people that call it by different names. The power list is specifically the way Andy Frisella talks about it. And it's 5 critical tasks every day that are going to move your life forward. So if you've never done the power list, this is a pretty easy way to get going on it, because you can put the first 4 tasks on your power list every day can be these tasks. So you could, on a piece of paper, you do 1 through 5. Number 1 could be 10 minutes of meditation. Number 2 could be 10 pages of reading. Number 3 can be 30 minutes of exercise. And number 4 could be follow your diet. And then you have the 5th one for whatever else you want to do. So I would say the 5th one should be something, the whole point of the power list, the way that Andy Frisella talks about it and the way I've been using it. I think I'm on like day 460 or something of using the power list. That's why I wanted to include it on here. These tasks are meant to move your life forward. So if you own a business, they could be related to your business. Critical moves that you need to make. They're not supposed to be tasks that you already do, like habits that you already have, but they can be used to set new habits. So let's say you're new to the power list and you have the first 4 things being the rebuild tasks. Then the 5th thing could be something else, whatever it is. Like it could be gratitude practice. It could be, making sure you stay focused on your relationship or something. I don't know. For me, I've been doing the power list for a long time, so I don't structure it that way. I just put the rebuild as one item. So if I complete all the tasks for this program that I'm on, then I get to check that off. And then the rest of the tasks are for other things. For me, it's mainly like business stuff, post on social media a certain amount of times, make new content, check in with the team, write up some kind of document, create a system for this thing in the business or something like that. So whatever it is that's going to move your life forward. So that's everything. I'm going to put the link to the website in the description. If you want to do this, you can start at any time. There's like a frequently asked questions in there. Obviously it's brand new, so I haven't been asked any questions, but I figured some certain things that might come up. So that stuff's all in there. If you do decide to do it, I would love to know how it worked out for you. There's some people at Machine that are doing it, so I'm checking in with them. And so far, it seems to be working pretty well. I've been on it since December 1st, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Anyway, I'm going to try to get more consistent. Hopefully, this was helpful. And if you have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can put them in the comments, or you can hit me up at Bus166 on Instagram, and I'll try to get more shit rolling out, and I'll be back next week. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. Good.
Appreciate each and every one of you guys who are supporting the cause and continue to spread the love. And stay up.